So hi everybody, welcome to the vocabulary session, and it's already 10. We will start now, and I hope that everybody has gone through the pinned message already because this is now a routine. If there is anyone who is still left, just do one thing, go to the pinned message, start reading the words, and we will start with the explanation of first word. And if there is anything, any doubt you have, you can ask. Also, we have mentioned 5 words and 5 idioms for today. Earlier, we have done phrases with the vocabulary words, but today we are doing vocabulary words and idioms. So make sure that you read them. Read the example sentences also because that is very helpful. And I will start with the first one, and I hope everybody. Ankita, are you willing to explain the words?
No, I can't explain. I can
Okay,
read. You can start.
I will do it. Don't worry. So we have the first word, which is de facto, and if you guys are aware of this word, this is something which is used most of the times in law, which is here we have mentioned it as in practice or indeed or in fact. Sometimes antonyms is used as alleged, and I will try to get you the right meaning, which is a little bit elaborated meaning, which says existing or holding a specified position, in fact, but not necessarily by legal right. This is what I was saying, that this term is mostly used uh, in a sense where law is concerned or legal language is concerned. So we have the example sentence which says the country was de facto divided between two states, which was indeed or existing something which is real or effective. Now you can try the sentences. If there is anybody who wants to try the first one, just go ahead. Until then, I will look for more sentences for you.
Seriously, this vocab session is de facto incomplete without Shizuka.
Okay, it was nice use. Any more sentences from this one? Buddy has made, which is Learn English is de facto the best English learning group over Telegram. Absolutely right. Very nice. Anybody else who wants to try, or else I have the sentences from Google if you want me to read them out. We have short sentences for de facto and how we can use it in a sentence, which says, but since then the process has yielded de facto nominees much earlier. Okay, another sentence is, but the commission recognized trading secondary slots was already de facto legal, which is existent. We are using this word in many senses, but it's totally up to you how you want to make the sentence. Let me see if there
He-
is
he-
variation
Here
as well.
on uh, here on
Mhm.
Telegram, girls praise each other so much that sometimes I have to think whether it is de facto true love.
Okay, good enough. Shizuka says, when we hear harsh to de facto, it hurts a lot. Absolutely right. Any more tries, any more sentences? You can experiment as much as you want. That is not a problem.
De facto, Hindi language is not a language, national language of India.
Say it again, de facto, which language?
De facto, Hindi language is not a official language of India, like national
Okay,
language of India.
okay, yeah, got it. Any more sentences from this word?
De facto, you are taking this vocab session very productively.
Okay. Guys, whosoever is not saying in the VC, if you're not comfortable, it's all right, but use the chat section because ultimately you are there in the VC. Just listening won't help you. If you are not trying, then it won't be that much useful. So Shizuka has made another sentences which is de facto me is missing Ishaira. Okay, de facto Ishaira is a devil. Okay, so most of the sentences are done. Roshni, welcome to the VC and try to make the sentences as well. I will be waiting for your sentence in the chat. Or if you can say in the VC, you're most welcome. So we'll move on to the next word. Okay, Buddy has said de facto English is the worldwide language. Yeah, absolutely right. So we will move to the second one, which is stigmatize. And here we have given it as a verb. Hindi meaning says ninda karna. Stigmatize meaning says condemn. Synonym is denounce, brand. Antonyms is eulogize. And the example sentence says he was stigmatized in fashion by the people. Also, I will try to search for the extended meaning or the kind of literal meaning what we can use it. So the meaning says describe or regard as worthy of disgrace or great disapproval. So we have sentence which says the institution was stigmatized as a last resort for the destitute. Although these are very heavy words, but I will repeat myself again if there is any doubt. Stigmatize means to condemn. Simplified meaning says describe or regard as worthy of disgrace or great disapproval. So now you can try the sentences. We already have two sentences. First sentence is in the example only, which is he was stigmatized in fashion by the people. Then there is the institution was stigmatized as a last resort for the destitute. So now you can try the sentences if you have any.
I always stigmatize
Mhm.
those people who don't stick on their word.
Yeah, absolutely right. So a short sentence says you cannot stigmatize us. That means you can't demean us or condemn us. Or we can say people should not have this habit of stigmatizing other people when they are saying or when they are performing or anything. It is just that we need to make sure that we are using this word. So anybody else who wants to try the sentence from this word?
Discrimination often stigmatize weaker
Mhm.
section in our society.
Yeah, absolutely right. And we have sentence from Buddy which says people should not be stigmatized on the basis of caste and creed. Absolutely correct. Shizuka says the one who is not utilizing the time appropriately, they are stigmatizing their time de facto, but they will know later about it. Okay. Any more trial? Anybody who wants to make the sentence? Ankita, Priya, Shanroy, Varsha, Roshni, Darshan, Anurag, VI.
When Team India don't perform well, everyone start stigmatize Team India.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can say that whenever the Indian team is not performing well, they start stigmatizing Indian team. Absolutely right. Any more tries, any more experiments? Ankita?
We should we should stigmatize the rude behavior of admins toward the normal members.
Yeah, absolutely right. Any more sentences? Let me see the chat section if there is any sentence. I should not miss any. Firefly says she usually stigmatizes of her syllabus. She usually stigmatizes her syllabus. Okay. Darshan says sometimes all varieties of a language except one are stigmatized to a certain degree. Absolutely correct. Roshni says he was stigmatized for killing his father. Okay, good enough. You can try better. So, as far as I know, the most of the people have made the sentences except two, three. So, you guys can also try. It's nothing hard and fast. You can always try the sentences. We will move on to the next one. which is dispensation. It's a noun, and the Hindi meaning says chhoot. Dispensations synonym word is given, which is exemption. Synonyms are immunity, exception. Antonym says restriction. The sentence which is given is she is needed a special dispensation to write the examination. So I will say when I was appearing in company secretary course, I got dispensation for 4 subjects in midterm. So I'm using it as exemption where I was exempted, that I won't be giving the exam for that particular subject. So you can try the sentences now, but try to portray the meaning. If the meaning is not clear, you can ask me, but if the meaning is clear, just go ahead with the sentences. It's a common word. Okay, Shizuka, I will try to speak louder. Roshni says Sara receives many dispensation treatment as a father is an officer. Okay, good enough. Buddy says government should provide some dispensation to the weaker section of the society. Good. Anybody else who wants to say in the VC?
Although special, free attendance is not usually provided, but since he was very ill, there was some dispensation for him.
Yeah, good. Basically, the usage of the word
Sometimes,
should be correct. That is it. Yeah, Ankita.
sometimes we need dispensation in English-speaking group for speaking Hindi.
Yeah, it's true. So, anybody else?
Senior citizen should be given dispensation from standing in queues for anything.
Okay. Any more sentences?
In some government exam, OBC and SC category student get some age dispensation.
Good enough. Anybody else?
Buddy has got dispensation to remain silent in this VC because I'm not the owner of this.
Got it.
Dispensation. I got
when we
dispensation from admin to join with channel.
Okay. Somebody else was also saying. Go ahead.
That was
when we
perfect.
get this when we get dispensation on product, then we start buying on online.
Yeah, absolutely right. Anurag, you were also saying something?
I said that sentence framed by Kunal was, I find it absolutely fitting the context. So, yeah, just a compliment to him.
Okay, got it. So Darshan has
Thanks.
made a sentence in the chat, which is, my aunt needed a special dispensation to remarry. And but he says, de facto, sometimes in an economy over dispensation leads to destruction. Shizuka says, if you give dispensation to yourself regarding the things you desire of, you will get detrimental effect towards your life. Correct. Firefly says, smart boys like Prashant get dispensation in convincing girls. Okay, good enough. Any more examples, any more tries that you want to do? If there is anybody left. Okay, so I will go ahead, which is now the 4th word, which is gratification. It's a noun, and the meaning says santushti. And the meaning which is given in English is saying satisfaction. Synonyms is fulfilment, indulgence. Antonym is dissatisfaction. My son's success was a great gratification, which is a satisfaction. So sometimes when there are number of people who are joining, we see in the vocabulary session there is a sense of gratification for the host. So now you can try the sentences. I will be reading from the chat and try to say in the VC also, because that is more welcoming. You can go ahead now.
Listening to silent music giving me great gratification. Gratification.
Okay,
Listening
got
to
it.
silent music giving me great gratification. Now correct.
Yeah. Also, a little bit of explained meaning, which it's right in front of me, so I wanted to share. Gratification is a word which is used in an emotional reaction most of the times, and the meaning says gratification is the pleasurable emotional reaction of happiness in response to a fulfillment. Yeah, you can go the sentence.
Yeah, he belongs to a generation that gets bored easily and has no interest in delayed gratification.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Okay, let me try
So
Well,
one more.
yeah.
It's the instant gratification we find. So it's very hard to avoid. In like social media provide us instant gratification.
Okay. Yeah, Bittu, you were also making a sentence.
yeah, whenever Hood gets roasted by Unfathomable, it gives me immense gratification.
Absolutely right. And we have sentences in the chat section, and I will read it out so that they are not left out. Buddy says gratification is the real happiness. Roshni says he felt a feeling of gratification after he accomplished his goals. And Shizuka says you can't even imagine the ominous feeling when you don't get gratification and it feels very heavy at the end. Very sad to hear, Shizuka, but a very nice sentence. Fezan says in parliamentary form of government, PM and his cabinet enjoys the de facto powers. It was old word, but okay. Firefly says I feel great gratification when I bother someone like Prashant. Absolutely correct. Robinhood, I am seeing the exact set of sentences that you have posted, so I will read just one. But Roshni says I looked around with gratification as I was pleased with my work. Absolutely correct. So, okay. To put you in the mood to buy the product is associated with youth, pleasure, desire, ease, gratification, and satisfaction. So I read the second sentence for Robinhood. Shizuka has made more, which is when I spend lots of time with my loved ones, I get a feeling of gratification. Shizuka, the sentence was little wrong and I corrected it. You can correct it now.
Whenever I whenever I come at my home, when I don't find my mom, I don't feel gratification.
Yeah, got it.
Nice one. We should feel gratification for whatever God have given to us instead of complaining about our life.
Okay, very nice. And we have sentence from Darshan which says, it is our need for possession and instant gratification which we pursue with such intensity, whatever the costs. Okay, very formal and nice. Mr. Smiley has made one sentence which is, as a way of life, capitalists defer gratification by investing today with the hope of return of tomorrow. So got it, and I feel like most of the people who are here has made the sentences except few. Guys, I would request you again, you should try to make the sentence. If you are not speaking in the VC, try the chat section. Any more
The,
sentences left?
the real gratification for me is go to bed after completing all the tasks of the day.
Okay, got it. So we have all the sentences from everybody. If there is anyone left now, you can say, or else I will move to the next one.
Yeah, Though Robin Hood is habitual of doing petty thefts, but whenever he is able to steal some good quality shoes, it gives him gratification.
Okay, absolutely right. So I will move to the fifth word, which is fiasco, and it's a noun. The meaning says asafalta in Hindi, and the meaning in English which is given is failure, but I will simplify it, which is a noun and it says a complete failure, especially a humiliating one. So let me read out the synonym and antonyms. Synonym says disaster, catastrophe. Antonyms are success. The party was a complete fiasco, which means it was disastrous or a complete failure. So now you can try the sentences. And I have one from Google which says his plans turned into a fiasco and my preparation for UPSC turned out to be fiasco. So now you can try the sentences if you have any. Go ahead now.
Fiasco is the part of success.
Yeah, very positive one. Any more?
Yes, if you want to be FASCO, it is be easy than getting success.
Okay. And Buddy says Vituvia roasting is a complete fiasco because it has ignored by Buddy successfully. Very nice. Roshni says because of his fiasco he was punished. Okay. Mr. Smiley says the entire political campaign was a fiasco as someone slapped Arvind Kejriwal. Absolutely right. Not the fact, there's a sentence. And any more sentences? Like now you guys have just started. Use the chat section if you can't say in the VC. This is the liberty everybody is having, so use it. And we'll see.
Instead of breaking, we should learn from our fiasco.
Okay. And we have sentences from Google. And you can say a dictionary bot, which is the third one. At the start of new millennium, the corporate world witnessed major fiascos and ethical blunders. Lisa Trust handling UK politics was a fiasco, you can say that way. Anybody who wants to say the sentence in the VC.
Using the spinner in the last over was the reason for Pakistan's fiasco.
Yeah,
In the
absolutely right. Yeah, got it. And
Fiasco is a good way of be strong or to be successful.
yeah, correct. Shizuka says boys always get fiasco when they try to impress the girls and get rejected by them. Very nice and judgmental. But we have another sentence from Firefly, which is someone's big fiasco is due to the sum of his small mistakes. Absolutely right. Shaktiman says, I'm getting back to fiasco in my exams. Not sounding correct. I don't know why, but there is some error, Shaktiman. But okay. Mr. Smiley says, unfortunately, though, the causes of a success or fiasco are rarely analyzed in much detail. Correct. Mahi says, since the day I joined Telegram, my life has been fiasco. Yeah, agreed. Okay, Shizuka says fiasco is something that will make you forced to flourish yourself and will lead you towards the things those are unprecedented. The words was not complete, I think. Maybe. If I'm wrong, just let me know. Yeah, you said unprecedented. Edited. So, Buddy says Vitubhaya always get fiasco whenever he proposed anyone. Not to reveal Buddy. Priya, okay. Uh,
Okay, Napster, if you are able to force Buddy to speak in this vocab session, then you can just forget all your fiascos and be proud of it for a few moments.
yeah, got it. I will try. Shaktiman says again fiasco in making correct right sentences. Okay. So I feel most of the people are done who are making the sentences. Anybody left who wants to try with the current word? Because this is the last word. Then we will be moving on to idioms. And I will be simply reading them and you will be trying the sentence. Moni says Fiasco is always teaching us lots of lessons in our life. Yeah. So, okay, most of the people are done. Let's move on to the next part, which is idioms. We have 5 and we will be discussing all of them. I will be simply reading because there is not much to explain, but we can for sure try the sentences. So first idiom says for love or money. And Hindi meaning is kisi bhi tarah. English meaning says anyhow. Everyone must try to succeed in life for love or money. I will cross check this one, but till then you can try the sentences and I will read them out. Or if there is anyone who is saying in the VC, just try to make the sentences.
I want. Yeah. Okay. I want to. Wait. I will tell after one.
Take your time. Is correct idiom, and there is a catch to this, which says usually this idiom is used in a negative, which is I would not do that for love or money. So now you can try a sentence, but make sure not compulsorily, but you can try anything. It's just that I was adding something to this, that try to show it in a negative sense. Darshan, we missed your first and okay. I will read little bit older ones, which is the main reason for the fiasco of girls about boys is their misconception. True. Darshan says the first seminar I ever gave was complete fiasco. Absolutely right. Just for the sentence I'm saying. So
Yes. Can I?
yeah.
Yes. I want everyone here to learn something for love or money.
Okay. Mr. Smiley says my attempts for love and money is turned into fiasco. Okay. Guys, if you have more sentences, if you want to try, go ahead, or else I will read the another one.
I want him back in my life for love or money.
Okay. I hope you get it. So we have another sentence which says my brother-in-law is a very sweet guy, but I wouldn't hire him for love or money. And they have said as nor, like for love nor money. Another sentence is their newest video game console is so popular that you can't find one in stores for love or money. This is all
Yes.
from Google, guys. Okay.
I will definitely find the way of earning for love or money.
Good enough. Roshni says for love or money, you have to complete the task in an hour. Kind of correct, Roshni. So Buddy says de facto Vituvia wants to make girlfriend for love and money. Okay. Shizuka says when you get fiasco from life, it's hard to give it a second shot for love and money. Very nice. Mr. Smiley says Arvind says everything is fair for love and money. Good enough.
I want to move on, but I am not able to forget her for love and money.
Got it. It was right. Mahi says in order to get passed in an examination, one should study for love and money. Correct. Shaktiman says I'm trying to convince my parents for love or money to deny my marriage. Good enough. Any more sentences? Okay, I will try to move on for the second one. Give me a second. This is the second idiom, which is of great moment, and Hindi meaning is काफी महत्वपूर्ण. English meaning says of great importance. Kashmir is a matter of great moment for both India and Pakistan. So now you can try the sentence. For example, we can say the recent winning of India over Pakistan was of a great moment for us.
Learning English is of great moment for all people.
Yeah, correct. Any more tries?
Festivals have a great moment in our cultures.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay, Buddy says de facto fiasco is of great moment if you want an immense success in future. Some boys always makes girls feels of great moment as they consider them trustworthy one after another, one after their mother. Okay. Shizuka, check again. Shaktiman says whenever I meet my sister, it's always of great moment for me. Absolutely right. She holds of great moment in my life. It's not movement, Mr. Smiley, it's moment. So
Director is also always considered of great moment, even when compared to some useless owners or investors.
okay, got it.
Trust and belief are great moment in our life.
Yeah, okay, very nice.
Parents
Any
are
more?
great moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like can I say like that? Parents are great moment of our life or our
Mm-hmm.
family as well.
Okay. We can also say in a very simple sentence, which is this vocabulary session is of great moment for the members of this group.
Yeah, absolutely.
If
So,
you want
okay.
to become an effective communicator, it is of great moment to try to speak up instead of just writing.
Yeah. And anybody else who is left or who is trying to write in the chat, because now I will move on to the next one. Okay. So now we are on the third idiom, which is at one's fingertips. And Hindi meaning says bhali prakar se yaad hona. Meaning says to be so familiar with any events. The story of a thirsty crow is at my daughter's fingertips. The recent events and the current affairs at my one's fingertip or at my fingertips. So now you can try the sentences, and till then I will look for more if I can find any useful sentence for you. Till then you can try. I have sentences from the yeah, go ahead, Priya.
Before this week, what I have eaten, it's all I on my fingertips.
Okay. It's a long list. Also, Shizuka says, just hold on. So I'm reading out the old sentences just that you will get some time, which is one from Buddy: fighting with Tom is a great moment for me. Is it possible that Ishaira can be great moment for a girl? I don't know. I don't know, Shizuka. So
Read it properly.
okay. So is it possible that Napster can be a great moment for a girl? Absolutely right. It can be possible, and I agree. Shaktiman says if Shizuka compliment Napster, it will be of great moment for Napster. Yeah, that is true. And now from the recent one, we have from Mr. Smiley, the trigonometry formula should be on students' fingertips. Absolutely right.
So
Um,
Smiley stolen my word, like my sentence. My sentence was like that: if you are a math student, then all formulas should be on your fingertips.
who is saying BI?
Yeah,
Okay. But I was reading the sentence from in the chat. There was a sentence in the
yeah.
chat.
Like Smiley stole my, like you can
Yeah.
say he already typed similar to
Okay.
like me. Yeah.
Yeah, got it. So Mr. Smiley says flirting lines are always on fingertip for bit too. Got it. And Buddy says the roasting of Napster sir was at my fingertips in debate session. Very nice. On or at. Okay. Any more sentences or any more tries?
All my friends are in at my fingertips always.
Okay. Also, just with this one, I have a sentence, the easy one, which says, I always keep a glass of water at my fingertips when I sleep because I hate waking up thirsty. And another is, with our new 24-hour phone service, you have quality customer care at your own fingertips. So now, if there is any sentence, let me see if there is any sentence which is left. Okay, Roshni says, I always have a dictionary at my fingertips so that my vocabulary is improved. Absolutely right. Good one. Shizuka
Priya
says,
is
okay, yeah.
Priya is so proud of to see her this group's band list. She checks it 10 times a day. Now this complete list is on her fingertips.
Okay, got it. And Shizuka says, we should remember our enemy at our fingertips. Like Ishaira, got it. And Smiley says, all Satyaguru lessons are on my fingertips. Okay, good one. Shaktiman says, my first day at my fingertips. Okay, little bit wrong, but yeah, good one.
He has all the new songs at his fingertips.
Yeah. So let me see who is not making the sentences. Okay. So guys, again, this is a request that please try to make the sentences. Now I'm moving on to the next one, which is,
Can I make?
yeah.
I moved it. Okay. Taking meditation on the time is not at Napster fingertips, so that's why he behaves strangely in VC.
Okay, good one, Suzuka. So I feel like now I should move to the next one, which says through thick and thin. Hindi meaning says har sthiti mein, and the meaning is at all circumstances. So the example sentence which is given is I will stand by you through thick and thin. And now you can try the sentences, or I will say I have got the compliment that I have stood by people through thick and thin. Yeah, is there anybody who wants to say? I could see the okay.
True
Can I
friends
make?
are those. True friends are those who stand by one through thick and thin.
Absolutely right. Suzuka, go ahead.
I will always concern about Napster through thick and thin, no matter he is getting weird or behaving strangely in VC.
Oh god, totally unexpected. Very nice sentence. Any more sentences from this one? Let me see the chat also. So again, giving you the time. Few sentences are there. Banning commands are always on fingertips for Priya, Mr. Smiley says. Shaktiman says technology related things always at my fingertips. Absolutely right. Buddy says Bittu Bhaiya breakup is at my fingertips. Good enough. Firefly says when I came Mumbai, it is still at my fingertips. I slept at railway station. Okay. Shaktiman says I always stand through thick and thin with my sisters. Little mistake, Shaktiman, you forgot one word. Mr. Smiley says you should go through thick and thin even after fiascos. Okay, good enough. Roshni says my parents always being in my side through thick and thin. Maybe at my side. So
I need only those friends, those who are stand through thick and thin.
yeah, very nice. So any more examples? Any more sentences?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I start teaching someone anything, I want my student to learn that thing through thick and thin.
Mm-hmm.
I won't let the person relax for even one day.
Okay. So Mahi says I will assist you through thick and thin. Very nice. Buddy says I will always stigmatize Bittu Bhaiya through thick and thin. Very supportive, buddy. Shizuka says only your people to whom you have given special place in your life is not necessary that they will stand by you through thick and thin. Spelling mistakes. Stand by you through thick and thin. So Firefly says I will support Shaktiman in convincing a civilized girl through thick and thin. Very supportive, Firefly. Any more sentences from this particular idiom? Or else I will move on to the next one.
How many people speak in VC? Bittu, me, and VI only. Why they are not speaking in VC? Napster, don't read all sentences. Read only 3 or 4.
In the
Chat
chat
session is
ones,
not for all. Yeah, chat is not for all.
but
They are
then they
not
will feel left
speaking.
out. This is yeah. This is what I'm saying. Yeah. I don't want anybody should feel left out. That's why I was reading each and every
Yeah.
sentence.
Going through thick and thin is the nature of life.
Yeah, correct. One say Shaktiman says thanks, buddy, but also stand through thick and thin to find her. Okay.
A true friend stand by his friend through thick and thin.
Yeah, absolutely right. So now we need to move on to the next one, which is fifth. It's an
If,
idiom that yeah, go ahead, Bitu.
yeah. If I have given you my contact number, you can always contact me through thick and thin. There is no need to wait for my permission.
Yeah, got it. Now we have the fifth idiom, if everybody is done, which is to let the cat out of the bag. And the meaning in Hindi says किसी रहस्य का खुलासा करना. English meaning says to reveal a secret. So the example sentence says Shizuka generally let the cat out of the bag. Yeah, it's nature. So now you can try the sentences, and I hope the sentences will be fun. And guys, try to speak in the VC. This is the last idiom for today, and probably we'll be closing after this. So try to say in the VC. Few people like Abhi, Shizuka, you can make in the VC also. You can try. SD.
Yeah.
If someone has let the cat out of the bag regarding their relationship, just consider it a prank without giving a second thought because genuine ones are not disclosed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We
Don't
should
tell.
not dis. Yes, we are. You can.
Yeah. Don't tell. Don't tell any secret to girls because they will definitely let the cat out of the bag because they are very
Absolutely
bad
right.
at it.
Absolutely right.
Same apply for the boys. They always
Oh,
let the cat off of the bag with the another guy.
No, 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 no. Any
Yeah.
more
By the
it's
way,
really a stupidity. Yeah, it's really a stupidity to let the cat out of the bag in front of the boys.
Hmm.
yeah.
I stigmatize the sentences of both these girls because boys are so trustworthy and they will never let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah,
hmm
true.
One day I will let the cat out of the bag that Napster is mentally ill. However, it is true, but I need some strong proof for it.
Okay, all the best to you. And we
At
have few
that time,
sentences.
one
Spreading rumors doesn't mean that you are letting the cat out of the bag. It should be something trustworthy.
Absolutely right.
when Bittu got breakup, then he let the cat out of the bag in every group. What was that?
This I was forced to let the cat out of the bag so that others can get an idea that now I am open.
It's all excuses for let the cat out of the bag. Boys make.
She let the cat out of the bag by slip of tongue about the surprise party.
We should not let the cat out of the bag about our personal family matters.
Yeah, Bittu sir can be a blunt person as he always let the cat out of the bag. Napster is silent
So
because
some people are so obtuse that they let the cat out of the bag regarding someone's original name in
it is
a running VC.
imaginary. Yeah, Napster is silent because he doesn't want to let the cat out of the bag about his illness.
I was still trying to read the sentences because I don't want that anybody should feel left out. So now I will read out, which
No,
is
no, but like if people are speaking continuously, you should ignore the written sentences.
okay. Let's go for it then. Any more sentences anybody wants to say?
Sometimes,
Shizuka, you can
some,
make more. Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's unintentional to let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, correct. So now I feel like everybody is done and we have completed 5 words and 5 idioms. And guys, you can see the chat if there are more sentences, but we didn't read and I can't read them in the VC. So now I will conclude the session and we completed 5 idioms today and 5 vocabulary words. Make sure that you revise at least once whenever you get time, just for 5 minutes. Go through them, read them out, and so that you will be able to use it in your daily sense. and see you again tomorrow. And it was really nice having you for 1 hour. And I really appreciate your time. And I hope you enjoyed the session. It was an interactive one. I was happy that everybody was making the sentences in the chat section, and there were a lot of sentences today. But it is more important that you stay in the VC. So next time, try to participate in the VC and make sure whenever we are taking the session, you are available for speaking. So good night, everybody, and take care of yourself. And we'll see you tomorrow again at the same time.